ladies and gentlemen of YouTube and the world, so welcome back to another Minger Show video, and today guys I'll be doing another review for Boba Fett Chapter 4, Episode 4. So I've been super excited because on the last episode we were kind of let down just a little bit because how, slow and how ridiculous, the speeder chase scene was, and Black, what's his name, I can't pronounce it still, probably, between that him and his fight with Boba, and the biker gang were trying to fight him too. Everyone started calling the biker gang. I'm like, really? It's like, come on. But yeah, so I thought those were really unnecessary for that episode. I mean, I was pretty excited to see what that happening for the episode, but I just thought, being a Wookiees are supposed to tear people's limbs off, and I would have thought Boba would have, died in that situation after he was being death hugged by the Wookiee, and especially with the Giminorian guards, or I can't pronounce that word, but the pig I would have thought the pig guards would have lost their limbs, when they were getting tossed around by him. But yeah, so we got a little let down on the last episode of Book of Boba Fett, but I thought it was still good, but it's just like those were the two things I didn't like. But if you guys are new to the channel, and if you guys are just hopping in, if you guys are just returning, so basically what I normally do in the Minger Show, I normally just do, trailer reactions, reviews for, and I'll do reviews for, Disney Plus, Netflix, and when I go see movies in theaters, which is be next month, I'm going to go see 2 movies, Moonfall and Uncharted, so stay tuned for the movie reviews for those. And sometimes I would normally do theories, unboxing videos, and gaming videos, and etc. And so if you guys have been around for a very long time, that's normally what I've been doing. So before I continue, guys, I just want to say that I've been loving to do these Star Wars reviews for a very long while. I love doing Star Wars content. It's just like one of my favorite things. I know I started to get a habit of doing more. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna stop talking. The episode is 46 minutes. I'm gonna watch it, and you guys know the drill. I'm gonna see what I like about it and see what I don't like about it, and I'll express my feelings after this clip. And so yeah, so I'll see you guys a little later and see how much I like the episode 4. So I hope it does better from the last one. So see you guys a little later. Hey guys, so I am back. So I just gotta say the entire episode was pretty good. So mostly for the whole half of the episode, it's mostly about Boba in his back to tank, and he's having a flashback again. And then this flashback, we got to see how he first encountered Phineas Shang, and he ends up finding Shang, while going through the desert on the Bantha to find Jabba's palace, and apparently somebody is over on a throne, and there's a whole bunch of guards. So he's trying to figure out a way to get in there to get his ship and get it back and overthrow that person. And then he ends up going to make camp for a little while, and then he ends up hearing a gunshot, and he sees flares in the background, and then he goes over and he ends up seeing a woman on the ground, and she got shot in the gut. It was Phineas Shang, so he decided to pick her up because she was close to dying. So he was able to walk over to Mos. What was it like? Yeah, it was Mos Eisley, and he was able to go to the closest place in order to pay the guys. He's like, I want you to help her. I want you to help to fix her. She's dying. He's like, that's not. He's like, I'm sorry, I can't help you. I'm busy. We don't do walk-ins. And he takes out a little bag of credits and just drops it. It's like, you could have just done that first. So I thought that was pretty funny. And then he starts working on Shang. He starts working on her gut area. That's where she got shot. And then he was able to put her in robotic parts. And after he was able to fix her. And then when she woke up near a fire pit, she was like, what? She was like, what happened? And Boba was explaining, like, yeah, you got shot in the gut. I know it tries to take some action and take you to Mos Eisley to a guy to fix you. And she basically looks down and she notices she has robotic parts in her gut area. And it's like, It's like, what did you do? It's like, I had to do what I had to do to help fix you, and yada yada, and then he was able to. I was like, if you want, you can do a job for me, and after you're done, you can go on your way to be free, and then your debt is paid. And she was able to help Boba go to Jabba's palace, and there's a whole bunch of those like I can't pronounce those names for those big like guards. I think were they pronounced Grogans? The Grogan guards or something. I can't pronounce it properly. But yeah, so there were some of those guys, and there's a bunch of these other guards. I don't know what kind of race they were. Actually, I was thinking Trandoshians. At first I was like, no, those are not Trandoshians. They look way different. I was like, but then he was able to make a plan with Shang. She put this like little red like drone like thing through the palace, like highlighting where all the guards are. Comes back. They make a plan. They go inside. He was able to steal back his Slave One ship that he drove there a long time ago when he was still in the Sarlacc pit, but he was able to steal the ship back. They exit out with going for the kitchen and all. This is one little cute little robot. It was trying to like it was trying to run away from Boba. It was like, and then it got caught. It's like damn it, and it turns itself off. And Boba's like, yeah, good riddance. Pops in the freaking garbage can. It's like, oh god, it was funny. It was great. And then after that, he was able to go through the palace, and he was able to get his ship back with some, when the alarm goes off, and then they start having like a little black fire of an intense battle. And after he was able to take the ship out with destroying some of the hangar in the process, but and then they fly away, and then he goes back to the Sarlacc pit and trying to see if he can find his armor, and he didn't find it, but the Sarlacc was still alive, and here's something pretty cool. So he was trying to look inside the pit by using the light of the ship. And then the Sarlacc comes alive and starts trying to like suck the ship in, but in the process, Shang was trying to flip a switch, but she ends up falling off. She unbuckles herself. She tries to reach for the switch, and Bubba's like, I don't know what she's doing, but she just like flicked a switch, and then that bomb thing that in the episode 2 when Boba's father used to like try to take out Obi-Wan. I can't remember what those bomb things were called. God damn it! I can't think of the bomb name. It's on the tip of my tongue. But I always call them the bomb the disc bombs. So like, she was able to use the disc bomb thing. It wriggled out from the back and it fell down in the pit, and the Sarlacc swallowed it up, and then Shang was like bang, and it went. That was just fun. That was awesome. Like, holy cow. And then after that, it basically, he was trying to. Then basically they went back. He was talking about how much he wants his armor back, and then through all that process, it showed him back in his tank, and then it showed another part of the flashback of him getting new armor, and then he took out the guy that was running Jabba's palace, and I think it was the bodyguard. Was it the bodyguard? Remember Jabba's handler that was helping translate languages? Not C-3PO, but the dude with with the weird tentacle like hair. It's not him because I think he died with Jabba though. But I think it was a different person though. I think, I'm not sure, but Boba just killed him on the throne, and then he took it, and then that was it. And then he woke up, and then he decided he asked Shang when Shang came out and asking what to do, and then they decided to go um, to that one bar area where that Twilight lady he's making business with, and then Black Chrysanta was there, which I remember the name. Woo! So Black Chrysanta was there, and Black Chrysanta was just just chilling. He was having a drink. And he sees some Trandoshians, and he's gambling, and he starts to get a little angry. And then he decides after he took a couple of good sips, he slams it down. He goes over, starts whacking all them around, starts throwing them over the place, and people are just watching him. And then after he picks up the last one, after having a big temper tantrum, he's like, and she's trying to and the female Twi'lek is just trying to talk his way, trying to stop him from ripping the Trandoshan's arm off, or arms, or whatever. And she was trying to think a good way to pay the rest of his rest of his drink, or debt or whatever. Basically, he's like if you don't rip off his arms, I'll be able to do this for you. And he thought about it for a minute, and he's just like, nah. Just rips off the Trandoshan's arm, throws him on the ground, and he throws him on the ground, and she's just like, fine, you don't get it. And she just walks, the female Twilight just walks away. What she's actually very beautiful though. And then Black Chrysanta just walks out. Boba was there watching the entire thing, and then he says, "Well, that escalated pretty quickly, didn't it?" And she's just like, "Yeah, whatever." And she just walks away. She just walks away, and then Boba's like, just like, "Okay, I'm gonna follow Black Chrysanta." So he follows him outside, and basically the cool thing is, it's like, well, if you want a job, I got something for you. And Black Chrysanta just turns around and looks at him and is like, and then he does this what was it, a snarl growl, and then because he's a Wookiee, because Wookiees do that, and then he's like, and then we see Boba in the last scene of the show. Well, not really the last scene, but the old board members that used to work for Jabba, were all there having dinner with Boba, and Boba was trying to convince them to work with him now, since Jabba's gone, and he used to work for this one other dude that that Boba took out in the flashback, and now he was able to convince them to try to take out the Pikes Syndicate. And he was able to sway them a little bit, and to the point where the Rancor from the Great was able to scare them a little bit, and then Boba fed him, and then they were able to convince them to work for him to help take out the Pikes Syndicate, or I can't say that word, but yeah, they tried to take out the Pikes in order to get their planet back. So, yeah, that's a good way to end the episode, guys. I really liked it. It was pretty cool. It was a lot better than the third episode, I kind of thought, and I just think hopefully the next couple of episodes are gonna be really awesome. I just think this show is really good so far. I mean, just the third episode, I just thought it was pretty. I mean, I did give it a pretty good rating, but just there was two things I didn't like about it. I should have done a breakdown for it, but if you guys still want me to do a breakdown for episode 3, I can, and I'll probably will in the future episode or video. And but yeah, so for the rating I gotta give for this episode, I think I'm just gonna give it a let's give it a 7.9 out of 10. I mean, I really enjoyed it. It was cool, but I'm getting. I mean, the flashbacks are still good. I mean, I don't mind them. But they should really start stopping with that now, and I think it probably will stop right after this, because I think the flashback we saw in this episode, I think, ties into where we are right now. So I don't think he's going to be having any more. I mean, maybe he will still be using the bag to take to heal, but I don't think we're still going to see flashbacks anymore. But who knows? Maybe we will in the next episode. Probably, I would imagine. But But yeah, that's my rating for the show, 7.9 out of 10. And if you guys want to see more exclusive content for the Book of Boba Fett, hit me down in the comments down below. Hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you guys get notified when I do post. And but yeah, so I really liked it. It was cool, and I kind of liked how Black Santa was there at the dinner table. He was just in the background, just holding his gun and just watching. And I had a feeling, Boba was gonna, hire him just to help him, because Boba needs more muscle for his, for his crime lord agency or whatever. And he's just like, yeah, I need to hire some more muscle. And he decided, he went to Black Santa, asked him for a job, and he's doing it. And so that's all I need to say about the episode. That's all what happened, and I really liked it. It was really cool. And there's really nothing else that I thought that was pretty interesting that I really wanted to mention, but there was a lot of cool things that I saw that was pretty neat. And I just love how Black Santa was just, flying all those freaking Trandoshans all over the place. It was pretty interesting, and we finally got to see his true strength, like ripping off his arm, and everyone was like, oh, it was great. I loved it. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. This is my review, and I'll see you guys next time on the comic show. Probably be this weekend, and it'll probably be a review for Arcane on Netflix.